sir. We are in Nashville right now. We had a show here on Tuesday night, and our bus broke down on the way in, so we've been kind of we had to cancel a show yesterday. And
Bummer.
yeah, but it's nice to have a couple days off. But
I'm sure it is. So how the show's been going?
they've been going really well, man. Everybody seems like they're raring to go. They're glad to be back out of the house for sure.
But they are, yeah. And what's the vibe at shows? Are people kind of a bit wary of being around other people, or are they just excited to be in front of
I think
live
it's
music?
a little, yeah, it's a little mixture of both. But for the most part, it's just exciting. Everybody's just excited to be back
Right.
watching. Yeah.
And you got to be happy to have the album out.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's been a long time coming.
I'm sure. So, how long a time coming was it?
We started writing really hard on it
Right.
probably a year and a half ago, back last July, and then recorded and tracked it and everything in January. So we've been holding on to it, on to it ever since. Waiting on. Yeah.
That'd be frustrating.
Oh yeah.
So it's your fourth album, and
Yes, sir.
do you feel that you've kind of broken any new musical ground, or does this one mean anything more to you than the others do?
This one's self-titled. I think it's kind of a good representation of what we do as a band. There's a little bit of there's a lot of variety on the album. I feel like I feel like every album we kind of get a little more diverse, use like different instrumentation and different just kind of band genres a little bit maybe. And,
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Try to get a little further out there each one, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I mean, for me, I'm an old guy, so I was around in the 70s, and I was just grabbing my copy of this album, this Black Oak Arkansas.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Because there's definitely a Jim Dandy Magnum spirit going through some of this stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I just have to, are those all records on the back wall back there?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Oh man. It doesn't seem like a bad thing. I've always dreamed of having a room like that.
It's never a bad thing until you're moving.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I got a couple of milk crates full of them, and I had to, pack them up, and that was kind of a hassle. I can't.
They're
imagine.
heavy.
Yeah.
People are always worried. Aren't you worried somebody's going to steal your records? I said, no, they're going to get a hernia immediately.
Yeah. They're going to need a dolly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're talking about the musical diversity. I mean, at some point, like there's a song called "Do It for the Money." I'm kind of hearing Styx in there, and then Soundgarden.
Come and lay your money down. How much for your soul? Is it for sale to anyone?
So
Yeah. That's cool. That's a cool comparison. I like that one.
So as a band, do you guys kind of sit around and talk about this stuff, or you just kind of naturally have this common musical touchstone?
We kind of all are into the same sort of music. We're definitely all into grunge. You mentioned Soundgarden, that era of the Seattle sound.
Yeah.
Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam.
Right.
Soundgarden, all that. But yeah, we're all pretty much into the same thing, and then it kind of organically just happens when we're in the studio. Especially with like the background singers and stuff like that, or stuff that we might not have used. You turn to everybody else and like, hey, what do you think about this? That type of thing that might fit. That might be pretty cool here.
And how do you guys work in the studio? Is it kind of a party atmosphere, or you get down to business? Is it a long involved thing, or do you play live? How do you work?
We get together and we write for a long time, just kind of jam things out and kind of see where a song might go. And if somebody has an idea, and we chase the idea down, and if it doesn't work, then you scrap it and go somewhere else. And so we wrote since we were locked up in our houses. We wrote for about 6 months straight on this one. Getting together a few times a week and just hashing out all these ideas, and then we'll do a little bit of pre-pro, where we go and record some demos and stuff like that. And then the tracking is straight business. It's
Straight business, yeah.
Straight business during the day, I will say, and then we'll go back to that.
And less straight business at night.
Yeah.
Very good. And was this all taking place in Palestine, Texas?
The writing part of it did, and then the demos we recorded in Tyler at a studio called Rosewood Studios, where we cut our first and third album, and then we cut this album in Nashville here at a Sound Emporium.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what kind of place is Palestine, Texas? We always hear of Paris, Texas. Texas has some weird town names.
Oh man. Oh yeah. They copy every country and every city. They got a New York, Texas. They got a
Is there really?
Oh yeah. Now Palestine is it's a town of about 18,000 people. It's a small town. Not too small, but it's kind of a quiet town.
Right.
And it's kind of boring sometimes. There's not a whole lot to do except for play music and drink alcohol and make babies, I guess.
Yeah, well, you can probably tell I'm American as well. I grew up in Western Pennsylvania. It's even smaller town. So there you go.
Yeah. I grew up in a town called Rusk, which is not far from there. There's 5,000 people. So it's I graduated up to Palestine.
There you go. Well, the one I was in was 500 people.
Oh, there you go. You got me beat, man.
Not that it's a competition.
Yeah.
But we did move from there to Rochester, New York, which is where I moved from, which leads me to your song Bed Tundi, about the serial killer. Obviously, a serial killer is a uniquely American phenomenon, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
I've met one. Have you met one?
I've never met one. Which one did you meet?
His name was Arthur Shawcross.
Okay.
He killed like 15, 20 women.
Wow.
Back in the late 80s. He was a friend of my mother-in-law's.
Oh wow. Okay. So you met him before he,
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I was actually sitting watching the news with him when 2 days before they arrested him, when they were having newscasts about how they're looking for the guy, and he's sitting next to me on the couch.
Fill the empty spaces with nefarious activities. I'm being pulled by my felonious proclivities. Look in the mirror with such crystal clear lucidity. Become more aware of my life's vacant obscenity. Whoa, that ain't no way to go. Face down there on the floor. Watch out the blood. Then walk back out the door.
Is it true that it's always one of those things where you're like, he's just a little bit odd or off?
Oh, he was definitely odd. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Good.
I wasn't surprised.
Okay. That was my question.
But we're still surprised. It was like, guys sitting right near.
Right.
It was. Yeah. So why did you guys write that song?
That song kind of just came about, of course, being in quarantine, everybody's just watching a lot of Netflix and whatever else. And everything on Netflix, it seems like, is about serial killers, Son of Sam or Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer or somebody,
Yep.
So it's just watching a lot of that stuff and the fascination with it, that like you said, it's a uniquely American phenomenon, the fascination with the serial killers. So,
all those names that you just rattle off, it's like rattling off, celebrities or something, everybody around the world,
like baseball players or something. Right.
Pretty scary.
But just seeing all that, and they just have this common kind of everybody. I think the fascination with it is just trying to get into that, like figure out what is going on in their head. I think that's kind of what the song was about, was trying to put yourself in the shoes of a serial killer kind of. And
What's more fun is the opening track, Wicked Woman. And you guys have quite the video that goes along with that. So did you have a good time making it?
A mother in the sky, take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever and now, a spirit in the earth. Give me all your blood, make me a god like you.
Yeah, it was two very long nights of just staying up all night and shooting, and it was pretty cool. We'd never done. I'm a big horror movie fan. I like all the cheesy slasher movies and stuff. So that was kind of cool to be able to try to recreate some of that stuff and figure out how to get stabbed with a knife, or something like that,
And I was wondering, because there's a little vignette that stops dead in the song dead in the tracks in the middle, and we have the little thing playing out. And then did you guys have much discussion about doing that? Was that kind of
we wanted to do a few of those, and we actually have a longer cut of the video. We had to cut it down, but we'll put out the longer version eventually. But we wanted to do that. We're kind of goofy guys. We kind of like to have fun, and we thought that'd be funny. So it's
very entertaining. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. And of course, and in addition to the rockers and there's a few power ballads among the thing. There's a song called Jealousy, which again, to me, an old guy, I'm thinking of Kansas, bands like that.
Sure.
Is and how? Tell me a little bit about that tune. How that came
around. Dead, dumb, and tongue-tied. Oh, hey, young man, what's wrong with you now? You're sitting silent, you don't make a sound. Longing for one time.
Jealousy was born of a feeling that I had. We were out on tour, and I was single at the time, and everybody's wives and girlfriends would always come out, and that was always it was a cool thing because everybody's really happy and stuff. But then I'm sitting there as the single guy, and I'm just like, God dang, man, it's kind of sucks. But
but if you're out on the road and you're a single guy, it can't suck that much.
I mean, it's got there's pros and cons to every situation.
All right. But you're in a better shape relationship wise now.
I got a very, very lovely girlfriend now.
Excellent, fantastic.
Yeah.
So when you go out on the road and you're doing these gigs, what are you? How does the band? Do you guys change around the songs? Do you have a lot of interaction with the audience? What happens?
Yeah, we have a lot of, especially in some of these smaller clubs and stuff that we've been playing. The audience, sometimes they're just right here in your face, just a foot from you. And so you get a lot of audience interaction for sure. We have like a main set that we do, and then we do an acoustic break in the middle where I'll play different acoustic covers and stuff every night. And,
what kind of covers do you do?
Couple different songs. Everything from Neil Young to Alice in Chains to Blind Melon to
that's cool.
I just I try to switch it up every night, and we'll do that, and then we'll do different encores every night. Sometimes we'll play our cover of Dream On, and sometimes we'll play our song. We have a song called Prodigal. That's about kind of leaving small towns and chasing your dreams and stuff.
Right, gotcha.
So we do switch it up every now and then, but we do have a main set where everything transitions pretty smoothly. And
I see you have a song on the album called Cough, which seems very appropriate for these days, talking about the diseases spreading fast and all that.
Yeah.
You guys play that one?
Your disease is spreading fast. Give it up. Moments past, and the cure won't ever come quick enough.
Not yet. Actually have I think 4 or 5 of the new tracks that we've been playing so far, and then we got a fall run coming up in September, so we're gonna probably work some more of those newer tunes into the set. And but yeah, that one's just kind of about the way ideas spread nowadays. It seems kind of
And of course, with the COVID thing happening, it seems more relevant.
Right.
It's crazy. Even down here, we thought we had it beat, and then now we're all in lockdown again because we had one case discovered a couple of days ago, which has grown to like 20 cases. So everybody's like sitting alone, waiting for the thing to pass.
Yeah, we're hopefully everything stays open again, man. Everything's kind of people are canceling shows and stuff again, and it's kind of a scary unknown right now.
Tis indeed. And speaking of scary, one other track I wanted to touch on was Stratus Melancholia, which is kind of ominous sounding and feeling. And it has kind of this Black Hole Sun, Black Sabbath Dio vibe to it to me. So what can you tell me about that one?
That song, it was originally titled Cloudy Day Bullshit because it was literally just a really rainy, shitty day outside, and everybody we got together to write, everybody was in a really terrible mood. And usually when we get together and we start, practice or rehearsals, whatever, everybody just kind of starts making noise. And that was just one of those where it started coming together. Like I think Nathan started playing a little beat, Kat, our bass player, just started playing something over it, and then the guitar players jumped in, and then I was like, whoa, hang on, I got something for this, man. And like I kind of had the words pop into my head, and then it sort of spilled out, and like within 15 or 20 minutes we had the whole song kind of written. It was done, and then everybody's mood had changed a little bit. Everybody was a little happier. It was kind of like, oh, hey, we took this really shitty day and made something cool out of it.
Very cool. And lyric wise, writing wise, do the lyrics come easily for you, or do you end up usually spending kind of making more time over it?
Usually something will come pretty quick, at least a piece of it, and then sometimes the whole song will come like that one. That one just kind of spilled out. And, sometimes it'll take a lot longer, where you got to sit there and kind of listen to it over and over and over again. Try to,
So since this album was recorded a while ago, are you kind of thinking about the next one already?
Oh yeah. We got some ideas already in the pipeline for sure. Yeah.
Very cool. And have you ever been to New Zealand?
I have not.
There you go.
It looks beautiful. It's definitely on my bucket list too.
Come on down and play. It'd be great.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, good luck with hopefully you'll get back on the road there. And when's the next gig?
Friday. So it's tomorrow in St. Louis, I believe. So,
very good.
The bus is supposed to be fixed tonight, so keep your fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. It's already Friday here.
Yeah. Okay, so today for you.
Very good. Well, thanks for spending time with me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Marty.
Good to meet you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.